Hi, Bear. Bear, come here. Bear, come here. Can you sit? Up. Bear, sit. Paw. Good boy. We'll go for a walk soon. You want to string this? Do you know how to? This is the True Pro, formerly called Tier 1. Tour status, tennis string review. Keep in mind that Tier 1 has rebranded as True Pro for some reason, just in case this string manufacturer looks familiar. Although Tour Status is listed as an octagonal poly, you can definitely feel the shape of the string, unlike a certain 8-sided tennis string from a major tennis string manufacturer. Not only do you feel the grooves, this is one of the sharpest strings I've ever strung, like, ever. So stringers beware. But before we take it out on the tennis court, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell for more original tennis content. Also, don't forget to hit up my Discord. Speaking of, a shout out to my second favorite moderator, Eric, for sending me this string along with his bathwater. By the way, I am looking at another Discord moderator because we just hit 1,500 members. I only require a sample of your bathwater on a monthly basis. Let's see how the True Pro Tour Status does on the tennis court. From the very first hit, I noticed that this was a very stiff string. Like, I'm talking almost Solinco Tour Bite levels of stiffness. This string is on the borderline of uncomfortable and painful, but thankfully it never hurt my wrist, arm, or hand. But we can talk about this specific discomfort, almost pain, later. This is an extremely low powered, but the launch angle for this string was actually pretty good. In order to get the best results, I needed to absolutely swing out on every single one of my topspin ground strokes. Otherwise, the tennis balls will land shorter than expected. The topspin potential was not the best, but it is definitely top 5 of all time so far, and a standout attribute for the string. Surprisingly, this string was extremely good for slices. The standout shot for this string was the low and short backhand approach down the line. It almost always landed short, which is good. The side spin was really good, and it never hit the net, like, ever. Weird coming from a stiff shape poly, right? Let's circle back to the discomfort of the string. The only time the string was not uncomfortable was when I hit a clean shot, which admittedly, as a 5-0, doesn't happen too often. This string did something that is absolutely unique to this racket as well, and it's a negative. The Tour Status actually made the sweet spot of my E-Zone DR98 smaller, like 25% smaller, probably due to the stiffness of this string. Also, the Tour Status is surprisingly good for flat shots, but it took me about 5 hours of playtime to dial it in. Again, due to the stiffness, probably. At the net, this was a completely different tennis string. The discomfort of the strings were completely gone, along with sometimes the tennis balls landing short. It landed with really good depth. All the volleys landed with pace and also predictability. This is almost a perfect poly at the net except for the finesse shots, like drop volleys and pickup volleys. They were either too short, like hitting the net or net tape, or landing just a little bit too long for my opponent to run down and pass me. For serving, this was an absolute pleasure for flat serves. Yes, the trajectory of the flat serves were slightly low, but nothing catastrophic. I could absolutely start dishing out bombs near the power of Oppenheimer with pretty good precision. The slice serves were okay, but nothing special to really talk about, but I want to take time to discuss the kick serves. This might be one of the highest spin potential strings for kick serves I've ever play tested. However, it does come at a cost. The launch angle of this string is so low, you'll be hitting a lot of a lot of net double faults, more than you care to admit. Just a fair warning to you. Also, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm actually going to test the tension using the ERT 300. Let me know if you want me to do a full equipment review on the ERT 300 down in the comment section below. Take it away, both past and future Mark. According to the ERT 300, this racket is strung at 37 DT, meaning dynamic tension, and 37 DT equates to, at least for my racket, because it is 98 square inches, which makes it a mid plus 37 DT. Currently, my racket is strung at 53 pounds. So after about 7.5 hours of playtime with this string setup of Tour Status, it is at 30 DT, dynamic tension, according to the ER300. which translates to 44 pounds. So that's quite a bit of tension. This is a pretty mysterious string for both good and bad reasons. At the baseline, this is a very much stiff shape poly, and at the net, this is more of a round, soft poly. For the serves, it's kind of a bit of both. Honestly, I think TruePro has done something pretty special with this string. After a few more tweaks, I think this could be a real banger on the court. In terms of relation, this is like a strange mix of the Solinco Hyper-G, Solinco Confidential, and the Headlink Store. But enough of me. What do you guys have to say about this string? Have you tried it yet? Did I convince you to at least demo it at its current state? Leave a comment down in the section below, or better yet, join my Discord for all things tennis. And as always, happy hitting.